Good afternoon, members of the press. Let me welcome you. Last time I realized you left me alone. I'm happy to welcome you back. So I have a small brief statement to make following what has been happening in our county and in the country. And this is what I want to address. That on Tuesday, 16th July 2024, the youth of Bungoma delivered a petition to my office that indicated a number of issues which needed my attention. I have perused through the raised issues and wish to respond as follows. One, they wanted an explanation of the 352 accounts. They are seeking a detailed explanation and transparency regarding the 352 accounts associated with the county finances. The response is, it is true that the county government of Bungoma operates 352 accounts. The accounts are categorized as follows. One, we have the special purpose account. In this account, we have programs like NARIB account, Bungoma Municipality, Urban Development Grant account, Kimilili Municipality Special Purpose Retention account, which are 9. Then we had accounts that are at Central Bank, 10. We have 3 project management accounts, which are in the Ministry of Water and Tourism. 4, we have sub-county interest accounts for the Department of Public Administration in all the 9 sub-counties. 5, we have Mabanga operational account in the Ministry of Agriculture, which are 2. 6, we have level 4 and 5 hospital accounts for all health facilities in the Ministry of Health, which are 19. 7, we have own source revenue collection accounts for local revenue collection in the county, which are 4. 8, we have vocational training center accounts for vocational training centers in the Ministry of Education, which are 152. 9, we have health facility and dispensary accounts for all dispensaries and health facilities in the Ministry of Health. That brings a total of 352. Number 2, the issue was the youth of Bungoma County called for the development and implementation of a comprehensive youth and sports policy. My response is that the policies are at an approval stage at the County Assembly. I urge the County Assembly to speed up its approval and also to ensure that there is adequate public participation in order to capture all the views, especially from the youth. 3, there was a demand that Monica Feather must go. My response, I have directed Dr. Monica Feather to proceed on compulsory leave for 1 month pending investigations into the allegations leveled against her. Ms. Caroline Halai Makali, who is the substantive CECM for Health and Sanitation, will be the acting CECM for the Department of Gender, Culture, Youth and Sports. I have also formed a committee to look into and investigate the allegations leveled against her. The committee comprises of Advocate Saul Wasilwa, who will chair, 2 Moses Narwenyi, and 3 Purity Kafuna Masinde, who is the County Solicitor General. I call upon the youth and anybody with an issue against Dr. Monica to furnish the committee with petitions by 26th July 2024 in order to facilitate investigations. The petitions are to be dropped at the County Secretary's office between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on weekdays starting from today, Friday, 26th July 2024. Additionally, I direct the Department of Youth to advertise the position of Director Youth so as to strengthen the department, thus enhancing efficiency and effectiveness. Number 4, 30 equal share distribution of tenders. To ensure all county tenders are allocated equally among youth, women, and persons with disability. The county government of Bungoma, as at 15th April 2024 for the financial year 2023-2024, has fulfilled the legal requirement of 30% tenders to the youth, women, and people living with a disability by awarding tenders. For further information, I will encourage that we check with the procurement department for the breakdown on how this has been done. Reorganization of the County Public Service Board. The youth called for a thorough reorganization of the County Public Service Board to enhance efficiency, transparency, and accountability. My response is that the board is established under Article 57 of the County Governments Act 2012. The process of removal of board members is also clearly outlined in Article 251 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 and Section 58(5) of the County Governments Act 2012. the Constitution of Kenya 2010, and Section 58(5) of the County Government Act 2012. So I urge you to follow due process as outlined in the law by petitioning the County Assembly should you have any issue pertaining to particular members of the board. Filling of positions, directors, sub-county, ward, and village administrators. The county to urgently fill the vacant positions of directors, sub-county, ward, and village administrators. My response is I take cognizance of the fact that many departments have vacancies in director positions as well as vacancies at sub-county, ward, and village administrator levels. The process of filling the positions has already begun, and it will take into account youth inclusivity as outlined under Section 65 of the County Government Act, conflict of interest and high level of corruption in finance and procurement departments. A deep concern about the reported conflict of interest and rampant corruption within the finance and procurement department. My response is, I have said time and again that my administration does not condone corruption and conflict of interest. Consequently, I have and continue to firmly deal with any cases of corruption and therefore encourage anybody with information regarding any corruption practice to bring it to my attention. Already, I have directed a thorough reorganization of the Department of Finance and Procurement. I have also directed the County Secretary to ensure that all officers who have stayed in one station for more than 3 years to be immediately transferred to other stations. Relocation of meetings. The venue of meetings is determined. The venue of meetings is determined by two things: the type of meeting and convenience. In this regard, therefore, CEC meetings have all and will continue being held both in the office and venues outside the office. Financial accountability. They wanted to provide a detailed account of over 20 billion received since financial year 2022-2023. Response, I would urge all of us to go through the Auditor General's reports as well as reports from the Control of Budget detailing how the funds received from the National Treasury have been utilized by the County Government of Bungoma. Trip expenditure. Disclose expenses and benefits from the Governor's Lusaka's international trips. I have made the following trips since I assumed office, and I'll explain who sponsored it. 1, Morocco was sponsored, not by the county government. Zambia was sponsored, not by the county government. Greece was a private trip. Israel was a private trip. Italy was official. I went in my capacity as the chairman of the Agriculture Committee at COG. Colombia, official. I also went in my capacity as the chair of Agriculture Committee of COG. Korea was sponsored, but at least the Korea trip, during the Korea trip, I was able to unlock 1.8 billion shillings for Koika 3, which is going to start by the end of this year. And also got a donation of 2,000 chairs for ECD children and scholarships for the children of Bungoma. It's therefore clear that the county has not incurred any costs on the trips so far. Madaraka Day funds justify the Kenya shillings 148 million expenditure, particularly 25 million on flowers, 15 million on meetings and related costs. My response is that the money was approved by the County Assembly of Bungoma and used as follows. 1, education and vocational training, 1 million. Renovation of Disese from Madaraka emergency allocation, 1 million. Roads and public works, 24,800,000. Other infrastructure and civil works, aluminium road signage, 6.8. Billboard and signage from emergency, 18 million. Trade, energy and industrialization, 13 million. Payment of electricity bills, 13 million. Lands, urban and physical planning, 25 million. Urban purification, 25 million. Gender culture, 5 million. Preparation of county handbook, 5 million. Youth and sports, 60 million. That is for the stadium. Completion of Masinde, that was completion of Masinde Muliro Stadium, phase 1. Public service management administration, 12 million. Catering services, water, etc., 4 million. Advertising, awareness and publicity commercial, 1 million. Advertising, awareness and publicity digital communication, 1.5. Advertising, aware publicity jumbo flag, 1 million. Advertising, awareness and publicity miniature flags, 2 million. Advertising, awareness, publicity, printing of flyers, 2.5. Media mobilization publicity, 8 million, a total of 148,800, which was approved by the County Assembly. Returned funds, Explain why over 3 billion for development was returned to the National Treasury. Response: there are no development funds that have been returned to the National Treasury since 2022. The county has so far spent about 5.1 billion on development projects since I took office in 2022. The projects include Kandui stalls and bus park, which is ongoing, administration block, Kamkuya market, which other one? Not industrial park. Sangalo, and many others which we can list here. Revenue shortfall. Address why the county on-source revenue is below its potential of Kenya shillings 2 billion annually. The issue of county on-source revenue has been a deep concern for all of us. The executive and the county assembly have suggested the implementation of various measures that have seen the growth of revenue as follows. 2013 to 2014, we raised 182,633 million. 2014-2015, it rose to 333,487.86. Appropriation in aid was 171,142,856, which was a total of 504,623,642. 2015 to 16, it rose to 630,988. 2016-2017, it rose to 661,588. 2017-2018, it rose to 619, dropped to 619,395. 2018-2019, it rose to 650,594,486. 2019-2020, it rose to 777,457,862. 2020-2021, it rose to 758,248,135. 2021-2022, it rose to 983,206.58. 2022-2023, it is 1,027,308,987, and 2023-2024, it is 1,024,226. You realize that there is a drop in appropriation in aid because of the doctor strike, which led to a decline in getting revenue in appropriation in aid, and that is okay. That has been marked in the Ministry of Health. Those are the issues that were raised, brought to my attention in the petition. I have tried and attempted to respond vile wameuliza. Kama mtu hajatosheka, naomba pia bado niko naweza kukujibu, naweza kukupa majibu yale ambayo unataka usikie, lakini kwa sasa hayo ndio nilikuwa nimepata. Na niwashukuru wote ambao wamekuja hapa kunisalimia wiki jana. Hawakuvunja sheria, hawakuvunja mali yoyote, na hiyo ndio tunataka tufanye. Kama tuko na maneno tunatembea, mtakuja tunasalimiana, lakini tusivunje mali, tusiharibu mali ambayo tumetengeneza hapa. Niwashukuru sana, Mungu awabariki.